Setting up the settings area. If you just tuned in, you should have gone through the basic page setup before coming to this section. And so let's start with our settings. Under general settings, we have general, writing, reading, discussion, media, and permalinks. We're going to set up all of these except for reading. So under general, I'm just going to walk you through. We're not going to actually enter it. You should have your site title, which is the name of your website, your tagline, which is an SEO friendly description of what your website is about. That will show up in search engines. Email will automatically be there. It's the email you signed up with when you created your account. Set up your time zone by clicking the drop down here, and there are also UTC codes to enter as well. Next, you want to verify the date format, and the time format is like you would like to see your date and time show up on any blog posts. And finally, the week starts on Sunday. Click Save Changes once you're satisfied with everything here. Next, we're going to go to writing. So under writing, we created a default post category. So what you'll want to do is select that default post category from the drop down here. And I'm going to select articles. So every time I write a blog post, if I don't assign it a category, it will automatically go to the articles category. I'm going to click Save Changes. We don't need to change anything on the default post settings. Next, we're going to go to Readings. And Readings shows how your site is read when people are looking at it. So by default, WordPress websites point to a blog post. All WordPress themes point to a blog post because that's just the nature of how WordPress was created. You will want to change that from pointing to your latest post to pointing to a static page. Remember the pages we created? You want to select your front page to match your home page, the home page that you set up, and it may say home or home page, and then you want the post page to be the blog page. You might call this page news. You may want to call this page media. Wherever it is you want your articles and posts from this section to show up, this is the page that handles that output for you. And so from here, you can select the number of posts you want to show on that page. It can be 10 or it can be 5. I would leave it at 5 because your page ends up being scrollable, and people don't want to do that. So it will paginate, meaning create page links to the next page once you get past 5. I would change this to 5 instead of 10, but you could leave it if you like. Here is where, once you're done, I would not set this part until after I'm done creating all of my content in my site. So you want to check discourage search engines from indexing this site and click Save Changes. We're going to go to discussion, and discussion controls comments. You never, ever, ever want to allow people to post comments on your website because that can corrupt your database. You never know what people are going to try to type into the comment fields, and they can take your site down. So what I would do, if you want comments, use some type of Facebook integration that shows your Facebook comments, and that way people aren't writing to your website database. Your discussion settings should have these first 3 boxes unchecked, and that will disallow comments on your website. And just pay attention to comment author. I just usually leave this checked. Comment author, fill out name and email, automatically close comments. I changed that to 1 day. Email me whenever anyone posts a comment or a comment is held for moderation, and before a comment appears, they must be manually approved. By doing this, if someone should inadvertently get into your WordPress comments, they're still blocked because you'll end up having to approve any comment that appears. And just click Save to make those changes down here at the bottom. We won't cover posting an avatar. That's something you can research or Google, and, and that just makes your picture show up like here. Okay? After we've finished our discussions, we're going to skip media and we're going to go to permalinks. Permalinks are what affect how your website URLs look. By default, your URLs look like this first one right here. Every page has your blog website name plus some numerical code after it. But you want a URL that is easy for people to read, like yourwebsite.com/about or yourwebsite.com/news. And the way to get that is, instead of selecting plain, which is the default setup, you want to select post name, and that changes your URL or permalink structure. And then you click Save Changes to keep those changes. That should be all for setting up the settings. I think you've got the bulk of everything you need. And then we're going to go to step 3 of setting up your website. Thank you for watching.